Shit, what's up? We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. We talking on some Lomachenko, some we review some of that. We'll review Lomachenko Linares first. Then we get into how he stacks up versus Mikey and Tank, and everything around it for a minute. You know what I'm saying about Bob Arum. Talk about the Mikey negotiations and what he said about that. So we definitely gonna dig into that. So yeah, basically last night you already know how I felt about the fight last night. I think the fight was won and lost by one critical adjustment that each one fighter failed to make and the other fighter made. Linares was going to the body good in this fight. I think he could have did it more. But once he dropped Lomachenko with that right hand, for the next 2 rounds, Lomachenko really was hurt. Don't let nobody fool you and tell you that it was only a flash knockdown. He legitimately hurt Lomachenko. Lomachenko got up so fast because he was embarrassed, but he was really hurt. You could tell by the end of that round, the sixth, the seventh, into the eighth round, he was really hurt. He really was still disoriented a little bit. But then in the eighth round, I believe it was, he ended up getting his faculties back. Then he started boxing Linares up. But what Linares failed at was that he headhunted after he hurt Lomachenko. And for a guy that's supposed to be as seasoned as he is, that was a rookie mistake. He should have went back to the body. And when he didn't go to the body, Lomachenko, he was headhunting so much. Even if he's hitting Lomachenko wasn't as disoriented as he was when he got dropped. So he cleared his mind up, got his faculties back in the middle of the eighth round. He started boxing Linares up. That's what adjustment was made. But the difference was in the 10th round, Lomachenko, he was tagging him upstairs, and his pace was too high for Linares. That's a lot of things. That's something that a lot of people wasn't talking about. The pace that he set in the punch output was too much for Linares. Linares was breathing hard about the 5th round. He was breathing really, really hard out of his mouth. Lomachenko's pace, it was too high for him. But when he ended up hitting him with that combination and he went to the body, that body attack was the difference between Linares finishing Lomachenko or having the opportunity to finish Lomachenko and Lomachenko finishing Linares. The body shot. He went back to the body. Linares just strictly headhunted. And that's where that fight was really, really, a game changed on a dime right there. But like I said, people saying like we already addressed the review part, but people saying that Lomachenko is this godly pound for pound star because he beat Linares. And like I told you guys, people was when I first talked about this fight when it was announced, I was saying like I wasn't like big excited for it, man, because Linares is a guy that been stopped 3 times early in his career at a lower weight class. I believe he got stopped by Antonio DeMarco, which Antonio DeMarco ended up going to beat, knock out John Molina, then face Adrian Broner. That's why he never got the Broner Linares thing. He went back over. He did after he got knocked out by DeMarco. He got knocked out by Sergio Thompson. I don't even know who the fuck that is, but he stopped Linares as well. He went back to Japan to rebuild his career. Linares wasn't. I seen people have him in their pound for pound list. Linares is not a pound for pound type fighter. He's a good world champion. But we had one world title or even 2 world titles, he wouldn't be world champion at any point in his career. And people say, well, he's the best at 35. That's not saying much. 35 ain't been good for a long time. Brandon Rios ruled over 35 for a minute. Abreu Vasquez was good while he was there. Then you go to Broner. He was doing good there with DeMarco. Edwin Valero was there for a minute before the tragedy happened. He had beat DeMarco. He was like the bright spot right there. But lightweight, man, overall, it ain't been shit. Mikey Garcia came back after the long layoff. He played there for a minute. Went to 149, coming back down. So Linares, I mean, he has never been special to me. He got special quality, speed, and he got a little bit of power. He flamboyant in his combination punching, but he ain't never been shit. And I told you all this guys before the fight. And what guys do is they put they be like, oh, Lomachenko about to fight Linares. They'll put Linares high in their pound for pound list, or put him in the pound for pound list, and then oh, Lomachenko beat a pound for pound fighter. No, Linares was not a pound for pound fighter. He was nowhere close to being a pound for pound fighter, man. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I didn't say it earlier in another video. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to my mom. Just left her house. And my girl. Everybody. Shout out to y'all moms. But like I said, Linares ain't never been shit, bro. I've been telling people that. and people just want to blow it out of proportion what Lomachenko did, man. I'm not disrespecting this win. It was a tough win. Anytime you step up and wait and you go for a championship caliber fight, he did that. But it was a lot of things that got exposed last night from Lomachenko. But and I think he will eventually grow into the weight class. I thought he would step up to 35 better than what he did, but that's a 9 pound jump from 26 to 35. And then you remember he's in his 30. He's 30 right now. So moving up in weight, that's not that easy for him right now. That late in his career, he still was able to comfortably make 130. That means that's where he probably should have stayed at 130. That's where he was most effective at. At 30 years old, you still can make 130, and you don't have to go 35. So, we got to give him kudos for moving up and trying to be great in fights in Linares. I give him that. But he didn't face another great fighter. He didn't face another special fighter. Linares is a basic fighter with some special qualities. But overall, in his career, he's been stopped 3 times, not 4 times. So, but Lomachenko, what I did see from him, his jaw is suspect. He don't like to get hit, and his body is soft, and Linares was catching his attention with his body attack, and his offense is very amateurish. I thought he was gonna sit down his punches a little bit more, and he did. And people say he's a great defensive fighter. I don't see that. You know, he's an okay defensive fighter, but he's more offense. His offense is his best defense. His footwork bails him out a lot, and that's something that a lot of fighters don't have. So we can't say that, but he's soft to the body. And I think his chin is vulnerable. I really do. If he's not gonna be able to move up too much higher. No, I don't see that. He get hurt. He gonna get hurt by bigger punchers that's gonna be able to be more aggressive and erase that footwork and make it a dog fight on the inside. And Lomachenko will handle himself on the inside. But when you in there with a bigger puncher, when he takes his hands and somebody hold him, he try to pull it. Those bigger, stronger 140 pounders gonna give him a problem. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if I'm him, I'm staying at 35. I'm not moving up to fight Pacquiao, nobody else. I'm staying at 35. I'm growing into that weight class, and I'm not being forced to move up none. For what? I just jumped up 3 weight classes and with 11, 12 fights. And do he move up or move down my pound for pound list? Neither. He is where he is. I don't think that was a special fight. It showed that he can get through adversity. It showed that he can get off the canvas and make the adjustments and be a dog. It showed him that he was just more than a finesse fighter. He had some dog in him, and he stopped Linares. Was the Linares stoppage questionable? Absolutely not. To the naked eye, at first I'm like, man, that wasn't shit. But when you watch it, he learned that he turned his body, he torqued, and he sat down on that body shot. He hit him right on the torso, right on the liver, and that was all she wrote. So, he's a great fighter. He's a good fighter on his way to being a great fighter. But I see weaknesses, and people trying to act like and spin this like this was the greatest performance. No. He struggled versus a basic fighter, versus an average fighter on a great scale. Linares is not a Hall of Famer. He's not an elite fighter. He's a very, very good lightweight, and on a grand scale of boxing, on the elite scale, he's average at best. And that's factual, man. You can look at his career. People say he won 15 straight fights. Who the fuck did he beat? He lost to Antonio DeMarco, Sergio Thompson. He beat Anthony Corella. I don't hold him in high regards. Kevin Mitchell dropped him. Don't hold him in high regards. Luke Campbell's a good gold medalist, but he's not, a great professional fighter yet. I think he could be on his way, but not yet. And Gesta, he was never really that good neither. So, that is what it is, man. That exactly is what it is. But congratulations to Lomachenko, and he coming back August 25th or sometime in August at the Forum, the newly renovated Forum in Inglewood. Remember, I think it's still in Inglewood. That's where the Lakers used to play when Nick Van Nassel and Vladdy Divac and Eldon Campbell was there. If anybody commented yet, man, go ahead and comment. I don't know if the comment's not working. Yeah, if you got any comment, go ahead and comment, dog. But let me know that y'all here. Somebody comment, because I'm not sure if it's working or not working. I see the streams. I see people liking it. So I don't know if the comments is working, if they're not working. But I usually have comments by now. But, yeah, I guess my comments not working. Is anybody commenting? I guess they're not working. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on. But if you comment, I can't see it. To let you know I can't see it. But other than that, we can talk about how he was sized up versus Mikey. Shit, I don't know, man. Mikey would be a good fight. Mikey's technical. He powerful at 135. Very, very powerful. I think that's his best way right now that he can make. Um, and we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't think that fight's gonna happen though. Bob Arum said yesterday that he hate negotiating with Mikey Garcia. He said that obviously they negotiated about a fight before since he been with Al Heyman and Showtime. He said that Mikey Garcia said I'm loyal to Showtime. He said I'm sick of that crap. He said either you gonna come to ESPN or not. He said I'm gonna send him a number. I'm not negotiating with him. I send him a number, and if he don't like the number, fuck him. We don't need that fight. And that's how Bob Arum feels about all the fighters, Premier Boxing Champion fighters. If you don't want to come to ESPN Top Rank, we don't want to fight you. We happy over here. You got to come to our domain for us to make that fight happen. So that's his mind state, man. That's his mind state. But as far as if him and Mikey fight, I favor Mikey a little bit heavier, 60-40 in Mikey favor. I might be in the minority, and I seen some things last night that excuse me, mouth dry as hell. But I seen some things last night that Mikey would do. For one, Mikey's very fundamental. He's always in position to be on the attack. And people say, well, Linares' hand speed Mikey Garcia doesn't have Linares' hand speed. I'm like, what do that matter? Because that right hand for Linares, that didn't have nothing to do with hand speed. That was just perfect timing. And Mikey Garcia is a guy that can time you. He's very fundamental. He's very, technical. And, when you got technique and fundamentals, you're always in a position to be successful, and you always poised in the pocket. And if Mikey Garcia hits him with that right hand, that's a totally different effect. That's going to be Garcia's a better puncher than Linares. Linares has more velocity, but Garcia is a better elite fighter. He's a different breed. He's like a top dog breed, and Lomachenko, Linares is like a mutt. You know what I'm saying? Lady and Tramp type shit, man. But yeah, his timing is good, and I believe Lomachenko will have some success with his movement. But I think Mikey would eventually hawk him down and time him and knock him out, especially if Lomachenko sits in the pocket like he did with Linares last night with Mikey. I think Mikey goes to the body early, and he'll take the attack to the head. I think, like I said, I think Lomachenko's better at 30. 30. I don't know what's going on with the chat. If y'all hit me up on the chat, let me know. None. Oh, there we go. My bad, y'all. My bad. I hit the wrong button on the chat. So I haven't been seeing the chat. I'm going to go through the chat. Then we're going to pick up the video. Shout out to Saul. Loma show he the great. That's right. Go Lakers. Yeah, it's my squad with the Pistons. Lomachenko schools tanking Mikey. What's up, Prophet TV? Lomachenko, he's supposed number one. The brother Prophet. Loma earned points with how he went to work after game. Yeah, for sure. What up, CJ? What's going on, Caesar? What's going on, Prophet TV? What's up, Dallas J? Wrench your boy. Yeah, I don't have my computer with me right now. I'll give you a wrench, though. Give me 1 second. I'm going to wrench you. Give me 1 second. If I get my computer. Just going through the comments. My bad. I couldn't see you guys on the chat. That's my problem. I couldn't see you. Just got on in. What's going on, Get a Mike, if you're still on here? I just got on the chat. Linares fought the wrong fight strategy-wise. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I'm gonna wrench you up. Give me 1 second, man. I don't have my computer. I don't have my computer with me. I can't do it on through my phone. So it's going to be next time, or I'm gonna have to get my computer. Just give me 1 second. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the. I can't get the computer. I'll rent you up, Dallas J. Anybody else that run the race, let me know. Next time I go live on the computer, I'm gonna go live tonight. So I'll rent you up tonight, Dallas J. I'm gonna go live after this, probably an hour or two after this. Like I said, happy Mother's Day to everybody. I see y'all in the chat now. I see y'all in the chat. I'm gonna go hang out with some guys tonight. I'm gonna see who wanna jump on, but yeah. Definitely Lomachenko showed that he had guts and glory to get off the canvas. I think Mikey will beat Lomachenko. I struggle with that. I just think he too powerful at 135, bro. He's too technical, and he got the timing. What I seen from Lomachenko last night, I seen vulnerability. Like Kelly Pavlik said, we shared it. I already had put my shit out there. Now I see what Kelly Pavlik say, man. He said he not a machine like the Rocky IV. He not a machine, and I think Mikey Garcia eventually catches him. I think Loma's jaw ain't what people think it is. Excuse me, I think we had to answer to Loma. Loma don't have no jaw like that. And I don't think he could take it on the body like that for real neither. Linares is doing some good body work. But you got to remember, Linares is a boxer puncher. This dude ain't gonna go in there and go crazy like Salido did. You know, neither will Garcia. You know, but Garcia to me was just is he got to go. He got at 35. He got some dog in him. He's a powerful puncher at 35. You know, and I think eventually, you know, you know, Mikey hit him. That straight right could be ugly. Yeah, Mikey get that right hand and it's over with. And like I said, that right hand had nothing to do with pop with speed. That was timing. I mean, he not his chin not suspect as against Lomachenko. No, Mikey chin ain't suspect versus Lomachenko. No, Mikey chin is suspect when he jumps above 35. You know, or when he fight a puncher like Robert Jr. who can punch a little bit better. I would say it's suspect, but Mikey Chin ain't gonna suspect, bro. Lomachenko not punching with no authority, bro. He hit Linares with a body shot, and that was a good body shot. But he hit him with a body shot, you know, why, you know, Linares wasn't expecting it. So, yeah, and Mikey went down. I don't want to say I don't know if he was hurt. He went down versus Roman Martinez, Rocky Martinez. That's what people say that. Um, Tell Bradley to stop tap dancing for Lomachenko. I think he was criticizing Lomachenko after this fight. You know, to be honest, what's going on punchlines and pugilism? Yeah, he was dogging Lomachenko after this fight, though. To be honest, you know, he was saying that Mikey got a chance. He do. You know, Mikey is a powerful individual at 135, and as far as the prospects of Lomachenko moving up in weight, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. That offensive shit that he doing is not gonna work at 35. You know, Linares ain't a big 35 pounder. Linares moved up a couple weight classes, y'all. Y'all got to remember that. Um, Walters, I mean, I know. Look, Walters had a fight on Terrence Crawford versus Julian Sandaco undercard. He pulled out last year. Said he had a fever, and we never heard from Walters again. Um, Tank and Loma is 50-50 right now. Yeah, I agree with man. People killing me because I said I picked Tank over Loma. I put money on Tank. Tank is the best puncher from 35 on down. You know, yeah, I don't know if he retired, but he ain't trying to fight. They got a Bradley for calling Bud pound for pound. They got at Bradley for calling Bud pound. I probably did, man. You know, I'll get to that in a minute. Give me a minute on that. But as far as why I think Tank will beat Lomachenko, man, I understand people say, well, he struggled with Forsaker. Obviously, he wasn't focused for the Forsaker fight. It happens. This dude is 23 years old, man. Show me what Lomachenko professional record was at 23. All right, then. He doing shit that he ain't even Lomachenko ain't even done. You know, at 23 years old, he stopped Jose Pedraza, who Pedraza stopped Tevin Farmer early in his career. Okay, you know, he two-time world champion, however you like it or not, and he got great hand speed and great foot speed, and he has godly power. He's the biggest puncher from 35 on down. Period. Nobody's punching like Tank. In their lives, I give Tank a chance right there. You know, I will give him a chance right there. If he hit, I'm not saying that he could set the punch up like Linares did. And I'm not saying that he should be the favorite to bury Lomachenko. This is my personal feeling on this. I think he has the makings to beat Lomachenko. You know, mentally right now is what scares me with Tank. Physically, in experience, is what scares me. But physically Tank can compete with anybody. You know, the way he punches, bro, he it's different, bro. He got different power. And with Lomachenko, he touched Lomachenko like that, man. Now that one at 130 pounds, I probably favor Lomachenko. But 35, you let Tank get healthy, eat a little bit more, and he already fast. He got fast feet, and he built like a tank. That's why they probably call him Tank. So that'd be an interesting fight, man. I don't want to spill the beans on that too much because people say, oh, there's no way he could beat Lomachenko. There's no way, man. Tank isn't this and that. Anytime you got speed and power and you got God gifted ability, you got a chance. And he's very fast, he's very quick, and he's a good puncher. Lomachenko's a great fighter though, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Lomachenko beat him. I'm not saying that Lomachenko shouldn't be the favorite. This is just a hunch I got with the Tank thing. Loma hasn't fought anyone as athletic as Tank. Yeah, of course. He hasn't. But Tank just don't have the experience. If I'm Lomachenko, I want the Tank fight now. Leonardo gave up his height and distance by round two. The kid was The knockdown was a Lomachenko mistake, not something Jorge set up. He was, getting spanked. Yeah, you could say it probably was that, but he landed a punch. It was a timing punch too. It wasn't even a speed punch. He threw it at the right time. Loma's a great fighter, but his fans are unrealistic, man. Yeah, get him, Mike. I mean, look at ESPN the way they gobbling Lomachenko down, man. If you say one thing about Lomachenko, people get mad. But why I am blocked? Why am I blocked? You're not blocked. I'm looking at your comment right now. You're not blocked. If you use a bad word, that's why it will retract your message. Um, 55 Swan. Yeah. If you use a bad word, one of their bad words, it'll block. I can't change that right now because I'm on the phone. I'll change it tonight when I go live again. I don't think Tank is mentally ready. I agree that someone like Loma that big is that. Yeah, you're right. Mentally, that's the one of the hangups for Tank. Monroe is definitely right. Mentally, Tank is a nut job. I don't see a fighter shorter than Loma beating him. I don't think. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Lomachenko. I mean, Salido was shorter than him, right? Wasn't Salido shorter than Lomachenko? Tank Linares. Styles make fights, But I think I don't know. That's a good fight. I couldn't even call that one. Styles make fight. I can't make the triangle say, oh, because Linares beat Lomachenko beat Linares, he'll beat Tank or something. I mean, no matter. Timo Lopez is really, really good. What's next for Loma? Loma's fighting Ray Beltran. I'm pretty sure August 25th, the forum. They've already built the Inglewood forum for Lomachenko, August 25th. Yeah, the frustration factor, pugilism. Walters is nowhere in the picture, bro. Walters, I haven't heard anything about Walters since he pulled out the Ndongo card, the Terrence Crawford Ndongo card. Tank is good in the ring mentally. He gets done. Everyone can improve. And I reply to B. He does X, Y, Z. Loma don't get destroyed by destroyed. Yeah, we know he's gonna destroy Beltran. I'm surprised they didn't put Beltran in the card last night to kind of showcase both of them. Yeah, Walters. He was looking like a fucking goat when he beat Donaire, and then he got his ass tagged, and it was over with, bro. Yeah. Loma's footwork was good last night because Linares was a guy that wanted to keep you at the end of his punches. He want to keep at the end. He not gonna try to cut the ring off. Either he coming forward or he really not as good. Wouldn't mind seeing Russell get. Yeah, Russell got to get past Jojo Diaz tomorrow, so don't forget we doing the Jojo Diaz and Gary Russell prediction and the Donna Stevenson versus Badu Jack prediction. Boston, welcome to the Beantown. Yeah, Boston made me proud tonight, bro. I don't like LeBron on the court. Boxing all Leonard and Mayweather were the best because they were thinking man's fighters. Yeah, mentally. And kind of Mike Tyson was a thinking man fighter early in his career too. But other than that, we can say I don't think as but Bob Rams. Hold on, ask a question. CJ, who best at 30-35 right now? Probably still Lomachenko, still the best. I'll give it to him. His body of work. Rigondeaux Russell. Rigondeaux, I think he done. But I would favor Russell at this point. But other than that, Crawford. Somebody asked about Crawford and Lomachenko. Said Bradley got killed on TV for calling Crawford pound for pound over Lomachenko. Right now, man, it's plain to see Crawford is better than Lomachenko right now, pound for pound, in my opinion. You could do you guys see Crawford struggling with Linares at 135? And Crawford from like 3 or 4 years ago, whatever long it was, struggling with that Linares. I don't see that. I see that Crawford dog walking the shit out of Linares, man. Crawford is a great fighter, so far in his career. I think he's better than Lomachenko. He's a better offensive fighter. I think, obviously Lomachenko got the better footwork, but Crawford's a better puncher. He's a better offensive fighter. Defense, I don't think it's really that big a difference. Now, Crawford is closed up some deficiencies, getting hit with some right hands. Lomachenko got hit a lot last night. I just think Crawford's a better fighter. He's longer, taller, punches harder. He got great skill. He's a better professional fighter. Lomachenko might be a better amateur type fighter, but Crawford is better. They put him in the ring. Even if they did a catch weight at 140, if Crawford could still make 140, 137, he beat the shit out of Lomachenko. I'll say that right now. He want to make his appearance, bro. Nah, he just showed his head real quick, and now he's going back upstairs. He down here. He coming up. Go. Bye. I got him, Elijah. Sit, boy. Say hi. So yeah, but other than that, man, yeah, it's I like come on, man, you doing too much moving. Sorry, I got caught up in my cord. Go to your master. There you go, he gone. But or did he? Yeah, he gone. But yeah, I think Crawford is by far a better pound for pound fighter than Lomachenko. They could sell you and say, oh, he won three different weight classes, three times in three weight classes, the fastest ever. Um, he could say he did that, but he held the WBA at 26, WBO at 126, WBO at 130, and now he got the WBA at 135. I mean, they can say what they want to say. You can try to push him into the ranks of greats, but we know compared to Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya, I wouldn't put him there yet. He got a lot to prove. Um, Bradley disagreed, saying that Broner on the other side as a reason why he can't fight him. Yeah, I agree with that. Bobby Arum don't want to make no fights with premier boxing champions, man. What's next for Saddam Ali? Probably move back down to 47. Loma good, but still overrated. Definitely agree. As far as the height, do you know Crawford's contract with Top Rank? We talked about it before. We haven't heard about Crawford re up with Top Rank. Crawford's been on the contract since he fought British Prescott for his first fight with Top Rank. How long ago that was? For Prescott, Klimov, Burns, Beltran, uh, Dirijan, Delorme, Felix Diaz, John Molina. That's 8 fights. I'm probably forgetting somebody there. Victor Postal, Julius Ngango. That's 10 fights. So he's fought at least 10 fights on the top. Oh, Gamboa, that's 11 fights. He's fought about 11 or 12 fights under his current top ranked deal, and we haven't heard about him re up. So, for him, ain't no getting out of top ranked contract, bro. For him, he's stuck in there unless he could buy himself out. I don't think he got an issue with being in that top ranked contract for that long. But he been in that contract without we hear about us hearing him reading up for at least 11 fights. So, that was the mistake he made. Oh, it wasn't a mistake at the time. He was with a lower promoter. Top rank come calling. What you gonna do? You gonna take the fight? You gonna take the contract? So, it ain't gonna be no Crawford Spence and no shit like that, man. Unless Al Heyman let Spence go over to ESPN. But guess what? ESPN don't have a budget, man. They don't have a budget for two A sides, dog. Spence is gonna want about $4 or $5 million to fight Crawford. So is Crawford gonna take $2 or $3 million less to fight Spence? I doubt it. They're gonna try to put it on they gonna try to put it on pay per view possibly. I would support it though, but I don't want to support ESPN Top Rank pay per view. But I support the fighters on that pay per view. That'll be our best bet. Original Bruno, what's wrong with Top Rank? Aaron, Matt, TC Undisputed. Yeah, he probably is. He probably mad. He want Lomachenko to get, the approval that the most of the hardcore boxing community gives to Terrence Crawford. A lot of the hardcore gives Lomachenko the approval as well too. But the real boxing fans know that Crawford is a better professional fighter than Lomachenko. Now Crawford going there and get sparked by Thurman, Spence, Garcia, Porter, and they be like, "Oh, we told you guys." But at the end of the day, what Crawford does at 147, if he dominates 147, it's nothing that Lomachenko could do to match that. If Crawford beats Thurman, if he comes back, beats the winner Danny and Sean, or beat the winner of that fight Earl Spence or whatever, he comes out on top of that welterweight division. What can you say? What can you say? You can't say shit. It's nothing that Lomachenko could do in his power to top that. So that's the funny thing about it. Devin too big for Shakur at this point. Yeah, Shakur was beating his ass in sparring though. His dad was the one having them edit the tapes and take the tapes down. But Shakur is more of a, I don't know, man. I don't even want to talk about that right now. But I do a video, man. They going back and forth on Twitter. Shakur Stevens and Devin Haney. They need to cut that out, man. Cut that shit out. They too grown for that. Jeff Horn accused Crawford of cheating with glove. I just did a video. Yeah, I seen it. I seen a video on that. Yeah, horsehair. Same gloves Marcos Madonna was trying to use versus Floyd. I did a story on that. That Team Horn agreed to use the horsehair gloves. Then they got the Chronic complaining, and Brian McIntyre who said we ain't gonna use the horsehair gloves. So yeah, those horsehair gloves, the weight is distributed different. You know, it looks way smaller than your average Elvis Grant glove. But if you can fight, you can fight. You know, and they said Crawford been using horsehair gloves, so maybe that's attributed to his power, especially with 8 ounce gloves. If he put a regular glove on, that might take away from his power. You know, Cletus Reyes has the same effect. It's a puncher glove. It has horsehair as well. Horsehair is different from that foam that's in the glove. And the reason that Floyd was complaining about Madonna and the horsehair, it wasn't just the punching power of Madonna. It was the fact that he couldn't wear those Everlast MX's gloves because his hands was too brittle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Crawford can punch. Yeah, when he punching, if he's using those Everlast MXs, yeah, you can punch. It's nothing but knuckle. When Cletus Reyes, there's nothing but knuckle in them bitches. Pacquiao wore those Cletus Reyes for a long time. They horsehair gloves, I heard. He's already in great in the amateurs. Lomachenko's already a great, yeah. Lomachenko's once in a lifetime amateur. Period. He's on his way to being great in the pros, but if he move up again too soon, he gonna get fucked up. Porter's the dirtiest fighter in the sport. I would never fight him if I was a boxer. Don't care if they said I was ducking him or not. Yeah, Danny Garcia was talking about that shit at in Philly the other night where Joshua Greer and Haney was fighting. He said that people keep just telling me that he used his head in the interview. Was like, oh, don't say that, Danny. Don't say that, Danny. See, that's why I don't want to get interviews, bro. A lot of these interviewers get attached to these fighters, man. You know, they get a physical or mental connection with them, and they can't be objective no more. They just all favoritism. They scared to say shit about fighters and shit. Me, I don't really give a fuck about it. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and that's me too. You know, Porter is a nasty fighter. You know, they say, oh, Porter got a good jab. Porter got one of the worst jabs in boxing at times. Porter's jab is as inconsistent as Shaq at the free throw line, bro. That jab is wishy-washy as fuck. You know, and that's my opinion. I think it's factual. If you watch the tape, you will see it. But other than that, man, Lomachenko's a good fighter. I can't take nothing away from him. But I'm not saying I'm not gonna just ride his nuts off of that fight last night. It was good, bad, and it was ugly. The good was he won. He stopped him with a body shot. You know, he made adjustments. He showed that he can get through adversity. The bad was, he let a guy in Linares who got knocked out 3 times, stick around. He stuck around. He competed. It was now really at really no consistent point until the knockdown that Lomachenko just dominated this guy from like he dominated Rigondeaux or Sosa. He didn't dominate Linares in the way that everybody thought he would, or at least I thought he would. The ugly is he got dropped. He got tagged a lot. He got hit. I mean, Linares couldn't miss with the left hook to the head or the body. He couldn't miss. Linares gonna look at the film and say, damn, I left a lot on the table. He did. He left a lot of punches out there. He left a lot of offense out there. And he underutilized that left hook. He didn't go to the body enough. He should exclusively went to the body. I'm up for a rematch. Yeah, he deserved a rematch. He was a champion for a long time. We know the Mikey and Lomachenko fight ain't gonna happen. We know that. So, I mean, why not? I mean, it's nobody at 35. Who was at 35? Mikey, Robinson Jr., Linares, Lomachenko, Ray Beltran. That's it. It's nobody really there. Do you guys want to see him fight Denis Shavakov? I think Shavakov dropped down the weight. Richard Comey, I mean, do you think he's going to beat Lomachenko? Lomachenko's in the same position he was at 130 and not 135. It's nobody to fight. At 126, he arguably beat a talented fighter at Russell. But other than that, I mean, if he was at 126 right now, it'd benefit him. If you get Lomachenko, Santa Cruz, Frampton, Quigg, Gary Russell in the ring again, yeah. But he at 35. It's nothing at 35. Like Gervonta Tank Davis at 130. Tank should be able to unify that division and become undisputed. I mean, he ain't got to worry about Albert Machado. He's a super champion already. He can go for Miguel Burchett. That'll be his toughest fight left. Then if Tevin Farmer beat Billy Dibbs, he beat Billy Dibbs, and then once Lomachenko, actually vacates the WBO belt, two bums gonna fight for that belt. He can clean that shit up. He can unify that division. And if he unifies and become undisputed, it's make a Lomachenko fight that much better moving up. But that's it. I don't know what Mayweather got planned for him. They got one back and forth with each other, but Tank is special. He's special. Probably won't happen, but who would you roll with, Tank or Mikey? Right now, Mikey. Right now, Mikey. It'd be a fight, but Mikey's just too technical for him right now. I know he's like, how can you believe in Tank beating Lomachenko? Two different style matchups. Mikey is a better, technical fighter, but Tank could get to Mikey. And remember, Mikey Garcia has more experience in the professional ring than Tank and Loma. So that plays in his part. This is my opinion. Mikey just got so much experience, but like you look at it, I seen somebody, Ring IQ, Julius Fox, he had Mikey as number 2 pound for pound. He had Linares in there as well. He's smoking crack, bro. That's the homie though, but his pound for pound list is crap. I'm not putting no cruiserweights in there for real. I put Gasby and what's old boy Usyk as my number 10 because Canelo fell out. But other than that, I'm not feeling Cuz list though. He got Bud Crawford at number 1, so I feel him that. Then Mikey at number 2. I don't see Mikey being that type of fighter. I don't care what nobody say. He ain't fought no real elite competition. Lipias is a good fighter, but he ain't nowhere near proven with 11, 12 fights. If I had a pound for pound list like I was asked on Marlo's Corner last night, it'd be Crawford. I still got Spence at number 2. I don't care what people say. Crawford, Spence, Lomachenko 3. 4, I put a Sorstein. Reeves, the guy to beat Chocolito Gonzalez. And 5, I probably put Mikey in there / Golovkin. That's just my opinion. Usyk is a cruiserweight. Yeah, he fights the same fucking way. He go to heavyweight, he gonna get murdered. But I'm about to round up the fellas. We gonna do the hangout after this. I drop a reaction video to the Cavs and Celtics game after this, man. Yeah, Mikey don't want to get his hands dirty. Yeah, he a little pretty boy. But I'm gonna see who want to come on and do a hangout tonight. A couple hours. I drop a Celtics and Boston review, and if any boxing news come on. I do that. I do that. So Trey X, you wanna? There we go. Cali Enigma, Trey X, y'all wanna come on? Probably be about an hour or two. I got to shit. Got to spend time with my girl because I was at my mama house. So shout out to everybody, mothers out there, man. All y'all mothers, shout out to y'all. Grandmothers, mothers, great grandmothers. Yeah, if Trey X and Cali, y'all wanna hop on? I seen y'all the link as well too. Top 5: Bud, Spence, Mikey, Charlo. I can't put Charlo in there, man. When he step up, I can put him in there. I can't be a hypocrite. That's just my personal opinion. But like I said, I'll drop a Celtics Cavs review. Then if any boxing news come on after that, then I do some more. I do a video for my other channel. Then we go live around. Yeah, I do live around 8:39ish. Yep, 8:39ish. So, I'm gone. Oh, can I copyright strike? I call a copyright strike in 3 months. I'm rocking with you, homie. Yeah, I don't do no videos, man. I promise Marlo, but I might can come through. Oh yeah, man. I mean, ask Marlo if you want to come on my shit, man. Ask Marlo if you want to come on mine, or you can. It depend on what time y'all do with Marlo Corner. Then you can come on over. Just let me know. Just hit me up in a hangout chat, or if you can't get that there, Facebook the Boxing Clan. Just DM me there, or Twitter or Instagram. I subscribe, bro, but hardly get your live videos. I just get lucky, not sure why they're hard to catch. Yeah, hit the bell icon, bro, and it'll tell you exactly when I go live. Bell icon. But yeah, I'm gonna do more of them next week. Be my last week off work, so I'm gonna do a lot of them next week. So be prepared. We go, and don't forget, prediction video Monday. Russell, JoJo Diaz, Stevenson, Jack. I got Crawford beating the shit out of Mikey Garcia. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rent y'all tonight, man. I don't have a computer right now, so I can't rent you from my phone. I'm going live on my phone tonight. I'll be on the computer, so I can give you a wrench then for sure, bro. What time is the live? Probably between 8:39 Eastern Standard Time.